Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for stopping by my booth, my virtual booth. I am Misty Compton. I am an international best-selling author on Amazon for my memoir, Scapegoat Daughter. I am a co-author for Her Badass Story 3, and I'm currently in the process of writing a young adult dystopian fiction novel series. I've been writing for about 4 years, and I started out freelance content writing, and I'm also editing now, and my company's called Core Cavity LLC. So if you're interested in content writing, feel free to check that one out too. Back to the book. So Scapegoat Daughter is my memoir, and it's a story about my discovery of my mother and older sister's possible narcissistic personality disorder. And I say possible because they haven't been formally diagnosed with this personality disorder, but based on observations and symptoms, I strongly believe this is what they have. After 26 years of psychological abuse, emotional abuse, and some physical abuse, I've decided to cut ties, or in other terms, going no contact with both my mother and older sister. One of the hardest things I've ever done, and I know a lot of people question, should I cut ties with my mom or should I keep the tie with my mom? And really it's up to you, like what you can handle if you have boundaries in place. So that's pretty much the gist of my book. It's a story about self-love and forgiveness. I talk a lot about mental illness, so anxiety and depression. I talk about codependency, and I also talk about familial emotional abuse. So if you were raised by a toxic mother, a mom that you think, something feels off, or I feel guilty all the time, she could have a narcissistic personality disorder or another personality disorder. Either way, they're not healthy for you. If you have a mom like that, I strongly recommend my book, Scapegoat Daughter. There's no other book like that, like out there on the market on Amazon that I can find. When I was going through all of this, I was like, man, it would be nice to get like a full story, like a full rundown of somebody's story instead of just little blurts on blogs or like just educational books. And it's like, I want to hear somebody's story. Like, how did they decide? How did they figure it out? All of that. So if you're interested in something along those lines, if you're going through the same thing that I did, then definitely check out my book. I guarantee there's going to be moments in there that you're going to be possibly crying. It's a very emotional and intimate book. You're probably going to be able to relate to a lot of moments in there. And so definitely check out my book. It is on Amazon as an ebook and a paperback. So right over here, this yellow book with the photo, that's Scapegoat Daughter with an E. And then the one beside it, this is Her Badass Story 3. I co-authored in that book, and it's fabulous too. There's a bunch of strong, courageous women in that series. So feel free to check that out. That's also on Amazon, ebook and paperback. So in the meantime, if you would like, you can follow me on Facebook. I have an author page, so Misty Compton Author, or you can follow me on TikTok or Instagram under Misty Compton Author, and I've got Twitter, Author Misty C. Whew, that was a mouthful. There's so much social media out there. I'm still behind, but anywho, thanks for taking the time to watch this video. I really hope that you found some inspiration in what I had to say, and if you do get the book, I really hope that you enjoy it. Bye for now.
Good morning. I am so happy that you have visited my site with the book Jewels of Wisdom, and I authored that in 2010. It is a 365-day devotional, and it actually is an encouraging devotional, just understanding how much we're loved, how much God is part of our journey, and how much He really wants to talk to you and encourage you. This came out of years and years of journaling that I did through all kinds of illnesses, cancer twice, a heart attack, and I would just journal my feelings, and I would ask the Lord to come and talk to me and just bring comfort to me. And so I would write down what I heard. And so this is a compilation of those messages that he actually spoke to me and encouraged me in my heart. And I never thought I would be an author. I felt like all of those journals were for me and all those journal entries were for me. But I sensed that God wanted me to write this journal, and it took me 7 years to do it, but I pushed through and I got it done and published, and it's blessed many, many people all over the nation, around the world. I get notes and letters all the time about how people have really loved it. So you can find it on Amazon, Jewels of Wisdom, Marilyn Gray. It is great to be encouraged, especially in today. Things going on here and all around the world. So may you be blessed as you take a chance to purchase it and be encouraged to live a life of hope, joy, and peace. Thank you for visiting. Bye-bye.
Hi, I'm Terri Mongait, equine gestalt coach and certified Campfield trainer. I've gone from corporate jets and top of the castle lifestyle at the Walt Disney Company to a 6-acre ranch and a herd of horses in Sedalia, Colorado. Despite being a traumatic brain injury survivor and a 28-year sober recovering alcoholic. My most recent book, Finding True Purpose, Life Beyond the Castle, is the journey I've taken and how I was able to unravel the messages that I've received over the course of my lifetime that were keeping me small and unfulfilled. Beginning early in my life journey, I received messages that I would always be second best, not good enough, and the only way I could have friends was if I bought my way into community. I'm sure some of you have the same stories. During my brain injury recovery process, I had an epiphany and I began to unravel those messages. As I said, I am now an award-winning author and a sought-after speaker and an expert in partnering with my horses to help you unravel your own stories. Those stories that are keeping you small don't serve you. And they're the triggers that we automatically react to because of the stories that we tell ourselves. If you have these stories, and most of us do, I call them PTS, post-traumatic stories. So if you have those stories, my book can help you begin to unravel your own stories. You can find it on my website at beginagainranch.com. or go directly to Amazon and get it in paperback or ebook. As for the award that my book received, yes, it was second place. And now I can embrace it and even smile. So I'll leave you with my favorite quote. Maybe you have to let go of who you think you are to actually become who you were meant to be. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Christina Singh. The title of my book here is Dear Parents, Lessons from Your Child's Teacher, the Parent and Teacher Guide to Creating a Better Bond. As the title suggests, the purpose of this book is to provide insight into the life and experiences of a typical teacher. The book also speaks from the perspective of a parent, as I am both a parent and a teacher, as well as a teacher-parent. I wish to begin a discussion of healing and support with a primary focus on educating students with cooperating adults who set the example of a positive and lasting relationship. If you're currently trying to build or even rebuild a relationship with your child's teacher or your student's parent, this book provides tricks, tips, and examples of how to start that conversation. My book is available on Amazon. It can be found at Barnes & Noble, as well as directly through the publisher, Warren Publishing, which is located near Charlotte, North Carolina.
Hi, my name is Erin Taylor. I am a local Colorado Springs author, Colorado native, and I'd like to introduce to you my recent book, Unfinished Business. It came out on March 6th, 2023. You can find it on Amazon. It is called Unfinished Business, Tales of Haunted Restrooms and Bathrooms. It is a paranormal genre, ghost and hauntings book. In this book, it is exploring 19 different locations that with documented paranormal activity. I go through each of the locations and explore history. I look at each of the stories and see what the histories are, what are the accounts. I explore testimonies and histories and see what is what essentially. Is it like the word of mouth, the game of telephone, or is history leading up and there's just cause for these hauntings? Did something happen in the restroom or did something happen on the land before? There are no other books like this. And so that's the pretty cool thing. If you were to get this book, you would know there are no others out there like this. And some of these locations may be familiar. There are locations in here that are Colorado particulars, such as the Stanley Hotel. There are locations that are on the television shows that are familiar. There will be locations that are absolutely maybe brand new to you. There are some, like my favorite, that talk about celebrities. Marilyn Monroe shows up in one bathroom, my particular favorite in there. So again, Unfinished Business, Tales of Haunted Restrooms and Bathrooms. You can find this, it can be yours on Amazon. Again, my name is Erin Taylor. My previous work is Sleeping Among Spirits, which you can find on Amazon as well. I've also been published in Haunted Magazine and a Morbid Curious journal. And thank you for watching, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day.
Hello and welcome to a very short video about a book that I have written, which you can see over here is called Before the Time Comes. It's a nonfiction book written by me, Monica E. Young, based on my career as a senior move manager. I moved over 1,000 people, and during that time I learned very valuable lessons, which I decided that I really needed to share with you. Hence, the subtitle of my book is called Conversations Family Caregivers Need to Have with Their Elderly Parents. Now, it's a difficult subject, so I'm going to begin at the end. Um, at the bottom of my poster over here, you can see that there are 5 different things that we're going to have to discuss eventually as far as where we want to end up in the best way possible to take care of our parents or our grandparents. But you can't really get there unless you put some other things into perspective. After reading my book, a very dear friend decided that maybe he should go ahead and ask the rest of his family members to help. And the result was so amazing that he felt that he should share with me that he was so grateful that he had read my book, because what that meant is that now all those people that thought that that they were just going to be left out of the whole thing, all of a sudden were involved. And he was so glad that he didn't have to do it by himself. So that's basically the essence of my book. I hope I've intrigued you with all the value that this can provide you as far as later life decisions go. You can purchase it on Amazon because, yes, I did self-publish. And I just want to leave you with one final thought, and that it's good things come to those who don't wait. Again, Monica Young, You can email me at meyoungauthor@gmail.com or purchase my book, please. And I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoyed writing it for you. Thank you.